So we proceed to the next presentation by the Dean Faculty of Sciences. And I've been informed that Dr. Achala Denaith is not here today for the session, so this will be the last presentation in this session. I'm not sure. She's not present here right now. Yes. So the presentation now is by the Dean, Faculty of Sciences, Professor Dr. Neetin Desai. Professor Desai has held notable positions such as the National Fellow at BARC and postdoctoral fellowships in Korea, Singapore, and Denmark. He has authored 130 research papers, holds 6 patents, and has deposited 190 gene and 160 protein sequences so far. Over to you, Professor.
Good evening, Honorable Vice Chancellor, sir, Chairman of this session, respected deans, my faculties, '25, and dear student friends. So it is already late, and I think people must be watching their watch because train timing. But I will not take much time. I will finish within 15 minutes because VC sir has already, at the beginning only said what are the highlights of the department, what is the important research which is happening in the science and technology, and what is that our vision which is aligned with the university as such for next 5 years. So this School of Science has been created from the SKC, and for the knowledge of everybody, there are 6 departments, and which we offer around 6 undergraduate program and 11 postgraduate program and 1 diploma. And we have proposed now already, one of the program has been approved in academic council, that is MSc Physics with semiconductor physics and VSI technology. And recently when I was interacting with our chancellor in Nareshwadi, we specifically mentioned to start something in chemistry also. So we are proposing to start chemistry with analytical, organic, and major focusing on green chemistry as specializations, maybe from next academic year. The research scholars which are present in different departments, if you see, and the guides available and students. So there are total 21 supervisors which are available with our school, and total 16 PhD scholars they are working, and one of them is in process of submission. Maybe that is the first student coming out of from our school from next year. So these are the numbers, not infinity. 8. These are the junior research fellows. Earlier there were RTAs. So most of them are in the School of Polymer Sciences, and one in Life Sciences department. These are the research publications contributed by the faculties. So here the average ratio is 1:1, faculty to publication. At least we could match to the as per NAAC requirement. And the average impact factor is from 0.7 to 9. So one of our research paper is in 9 impact factor, which is very good from the Department of Environmental Sciences. And if you see maximum publication again coming from chemistry department, polymer chemistry, because there are most of them are PhDs in that department. All of them, yes sir, all of them. Extramural funding, there are 4 research projects which are going sponsored by different funding agencies like BRNS. Then we have DST, one is from Pune Knowledge Cluster, and recently one project from Pollution Control Board Maharashtra, Ministry of Environment. These are the student achievements. 2 of our students, they got scholarship and sponsorship from different funding agencies. Faculty achievements, Dr. Kulkarni has been recognized as a fellow of Royal Society of Chemistry, and also he is also editor for one of the important ACS publications. Now, Vice Chancellor sir mentioned me, you just talk about what are the new things which are happening in science and technology, where we should align with our research activities, that is most important. So recently, everybody talks about AI and AI applications in different fields, in different domains. And now China is coming up with their DeepSea, and the entire world is now shattered. China is offering a very advanced technology with limited funds. They have developed this technology in a very short duration of time. Now, this was the first time in 2024, David Baker and his colleagues were awarded Nobel Prize, where they are using AI in playing with the protein sequences. So just imagine days to come, we can play with our different proteins, develop different drugs, where engineering, science, polymer science students and faculty should come together and we can do some peptide synthesis, peptide polymerization, peptide modifications. For example, I tell you one of the example that is human growth hormone. Many a time it is used for the growth of the retarded person. But if you see today in sports industry, many people they use human growth hormone, different forms of human growth hormones. Or in our Bollywood people, they use different growth hormones for sudden changes in their body for a particular film, from robust muscular body to lean body. That is with the help of these peptides. So these are altered peptides. Second important peptide like proinsulin, a small peptide which is essential to induce your and insulin synthesis that will help you for getting cure from the diabetes. So there is a lot of opportunities going to come up in this area where we need to align in working with the use of AI in peptide synthesis. Second is the CRISPR technology. It's very robust technology where we can play with the gene sequences and we can edit the gene sequences. And I have given this cartoon where it is possible to have your engineered babies. That is the disadvantage going to tell you. But it is possible to change the traits, important traits in the plants, microbes of your interest by playing with the genes. So this is being adopted in different ways for improving the quality of the fruit, quality of the plants, for improving the drought tolerance, stress tolerance, insect tolerance in the plants, for improving certain traits in certain organisms. For example, alcohol tolerance in bacteria or alcohol tolerance in the yeast, where we can convert more of sugar into alcohol and we can have more of biofuels. So this CRISPR technology is now going to dominate, especially genetic engineering field, where our schools, our department should also focus on this area to adopt this technology and develop your projects. Second most important technology, that is nanotechnology in medicine, because now medicine is going to be in advanced stage where personalized medicine, very specific delivery of the drugs, where nanotechnology being very, very specifically used. This is one example of in 2024, they were able to deliver the drug at specific site of the cancer that reduces the side effect of the cancer drug. Normally in cancer, chemotherapy is given where the chemotherapy affects not only the cancer cells but also healthy organs of the body, and that leads to a lot of complication in the cancer patient. So to avoid these secondary complications which is arising because of the cancer drug, where nanotechnology is utilized. So in my school so far, nobody is working, I think, to my knowledge, in nanotechnology. So we should focus on uses of this knowledge, this technology for drug delivery, drug development, encapsulation, and so many things, because we have a very strong base of chemistry, polymer chemistry. We can use this in collaboration with them to develop these methodologies. Third important, the world will be dominated next 20 years, that is stem cell therapy, especially regenerative medicine. This is area of my interest, where last 10 years I have developed India's 2 such labs in Mumbai, where specifically they operate for giving cell therapy, which are untreatable conditions. For example, neurodegenerative diseases. So stem cell is the only hope where certain diseases which cannot be treated by traditional practices, medicine or intermediates, where we can go for regeneration, repair of the tissues and organ. So there, our faculties should work. Here we can come together with the faculty of medicine, faculty of nursing, and other departments, and with the faculty of sciences, we can work together and align our research to these 2 upcoming areas of stem cells and regenerative medicine. Most important, again, development part of the stem cell, that is organoids for disease modeling. Going beyond, because a lot of ethical issues are involved when we go for drug testing, in whether it is animal or in human models, human being. So mostly now everywhere the animal labs are now shut down for clinical studies. Now we have to start with the cell lines. Going beyond, now people are developing organoids So there doesn't require any human studies. Very specifically, you can use the organs. We can develop these organs in the lab, and we can use for various drug testing. So normally, any drug, tomorrow we are going to talk about translation research. So from the proof of concept to taking the drug into the market, it takes more than 18 years. But with these organoids, we can bring it back to minimum 6 to 7 years. So this is the advancement in this research. So also we need to adopt such kind of technologies, because as a university, because we have multidisciplinary, as sir has mentioned in the beginning, so we all should come together, and such kind of infrastructure should be created, and faculty should adopt this, and we should work what the international flora that working on for the next 5 years. Most important, another development is 3D printing of organs. I'm assure you next 10 to 15 years, you will have shops around you where organs will be printed in the medical shops. Already it has been started way back in 10 years, where successfully such 3D printed organs been implanted in the patient. Such first case was implantation of bladder, and the patient is still surviving last 20 years. So now organ printing, whether it is a bone, whether it is a cartilage, whether it is aortas or veins, it is very possible. So organ shops will come in picture in large way, where damaged organs will be replaced with the 3D printed organs in the labs. So here also already in engineering college, such project is going on. Dr. Lekurwale is working on the cartilage regeneration, that is 3D printed. Because normally cartilage which is there in your joints, which is avascular, and there is no regeneration naturally happens. So we have to regenerate with the stem cells or 3D printing technology. We can regenerate and we can avoid knee replacement. So this technology is again taking shape, and most of the pharma companies are now involved with this 3D printing technology, where our students should also work in this area. With this background, what will be our focus now for next 5 years? So I have tried to align the vision of our chancellor, because he always talk about nature, forestry, conservation, green energy, and sustainable development. So first is sustainable agriculture and food security. Definitely entire world today is looking for new developments in the agriculture and sustainable development, because the population on this entire world is increasing day by day. For example, our own country now, we are 142 crore plus. Down the line 10 years is definitely going to reach 200. So on the other side, we are encouraging the forest and agricultural lands. A lot of industrialization and development taking place, where agricultural land is deteriorating. For quite type of soil, quality of the soil is deteriorating. So productivity is going down, where we have to ensure new technologies to bring with the help of engineers, and that's the reason I think we have introduced MTech in agriculture, science and technology, where everybody wants that technicians should come in the agriculture, and we can improve the quality of the agriculture productivity and sustainability. Second important part, that is climate change and environmental sustainability. It is also hand in hand, whether it is industrialization, definitely climate is affecting across the globe. Today, if you see on this other side of this universe, it is cold, whereas in America, there is a lot of fire. And this is a process, this is a continuous process, and it may remain for 5 to 25 years, such a long period. And suppose this remains for 5 to 25 years, just imagine what will happen to this. So here again, we have to work on the climate change related aspects and sustainability for the betterment of humanity. Third part, that is biotechnology and genomics. Now, India also part of genomic forum. Now India is also completing human genome mapping, and the Indian diaspora data is available with us. Now Indian genotype is different from the other genotypes. What are the parameters which are settled for the healthcare? That is for European, that is our different people. So with our own genome, with the Indian genome, whether it is Aryan, Dravidian or Mongolian type, that is most important to settle down with our parameters, whether it is health related, whether the growth and diseases. So our faculty also should get involved with these genomic related studies with the help of our medical fraternity. Fourth part, that is health, nutrition and agriculture research. Definitely, this is another, whatever we do, that is ultimately end of the day, that is for the improving the quality of the life of the people, where this comes some health and nutrition. So this is another area. Again, India is diabetic hub. 2030, India is going to be epidemic of diabetes. So there, to take care of these diabetic patients, Today we are the youngest country with average life is, average age is 35 to 45, but down the line 20 years, they all are going to go in 60 plus and with diabetes. So there we need to line up our research areas to take care of the health and nutrition requirement of such people. And lastly, as I, in beginning only I mentioned regenerative medicine and cell therapy because this area is going to dominate very specifically in the healthcare sector. Most of the therapies will be based on cell therapy, whether it is cardiac heart attack, whether it is bone related disorders, whether it is cosmetics, whether it is related to hair loss, whether it is reproductive problems. Everywhere the regenerative medicine is going to come and we need to work in these areas and we need to develop our manpower in this area. So these are the 5 areas I am proposing as a focus areas for science and technology for next 5 years. Thank you, sir. Any questions, please? चाय के साथ. Some of people have faculties, they have their PhDs in different areas, but what has happened after joining?
You have to add many